Wake Up. I'm Joey Horta.
I'm Alex Backus. It is 6:31. Thanks for joining us. We begin this half hour with new immigration developments. A California federal judge is changing the way immigrant families are treated at the border. Under the judge's order, parents with children under 5 must be reunited within 14 days, and parents with kids 5 and older must be reunited within 30 days. The government also has to make sure parents are allowed phone contact with their kids within 10 days. Now, this decision comes after 17 states, including California, sued the Trump administration over separations at the border. Congress is set to vote today on an immigration bill that also ends family separation and provides $25 billion for a border wall, but that bill is not expected to pass.
First Lady Melania Trump's heading back to the border this week. The White House is not yet saying when or exactly where. Facilities where immigrant families are held after being caught crossing the border illegally. First Lady just made a surprise visit to the border in South Texas last Thursday. And this morning, Valley Assemblyman Joaquin Arambula calling for Governor Jerry Brown to remove National Guard troops from the border. The governor sent the troops there under the condition that they would not deal with immigration enforcement or build the wall. Arambula and 34 other lawmakers want the troops removed until the president reverses the impact made by his zero-tolerance policy. Local Republicans disagree.
State needs to work with the federal government and not oppose the federal government. We need to secure our border. So we need to have as many people down there as we can before the wall is built.
There are already 400 California National Guard troops at the border. Arambula tells us border family separation policies are harming the health of our children and families. As a father of 3 young daughters, I'm deeply concerned. You can see his full letter to the governor on our website, yourcentralvalley.com.
The Supreme Court is upholding President Trump's travel ban. It applies to people from 5 countries with overwhelmingly Muslim populations. They include Iran, Libya, Somalia, Syria, and Yemen. It also affects North Korea and some residents in Venezuela.
The right decision. Federal immigration law explicitly gives the president the authority to make determinations in the national interest to keep us safe.
This is really a sad day for America. Make no mistake, the Supreme Court has endorsed bigotry and Islamophobia. That's what they did.
President Trump says the ban is to keep Islamic extremists out of the country. After the ruling yesterday, he tweeted out, "Wow."
Tulare Congressman and House Intelligence Chairman Devin Nunes wants more information about Russia. Yesterday, the congressman requested any contacts between intelligence sources in the FBI and the Trump team. Monday, the Justice Department told Nunes he already has enough information about whether the FBI had informants against Mr. Trump during the campaign.
Governor Jerry Brown will sign his final state budget today. He will join leaders down in Los Angeles. The budget boosts funding for higher education, increases welfare grants, also includes raises for doctors and dentists who treat low-income patients. The November ballots are now set for 7 more states this morning. In Utah, former presidential candidate Mitt Romney won the Republican primary to replace retiring Senator Orrin Hatch. In South Carolina, incumbent Governor Henry McMaster won the GOP primary just 1 day after the president held a rally to support him. And in an upset that could send ripples throughout the Democratic Party, 28-year-old Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez beat 10-term New York Congressman Joseph Crawley.
Talking to your neighbor, authentic grassroots organizing, and taking the stand of rejecting corporate money is a viable position in American politics.
Crawley is the first congressional leader to lose a primary since Republican Eric Cantor back in 2014. Let's get a quick check on the forecast now as we take a live look outside.
Before you get out there, let's check in with Anthony.
Good morning, guys. A very cool start to the day for us across much of the valley. Fresno a little bit warmer than most locations out as we head out the door. Dry skies on pinpoint Doppler radar. We're looking at 60s right now for the Fresno area. Of course, a little cooler down to the 60-degree mark in Merced. 63 right now for Porterville. Air quality out of the unhealthy range and back into the moderate realm across much of the valley floor, with the exception of Merced, which is in the good range today. And when it comes to temperatures, not quite up to the triple-digit mark, but boy, we're sure getting close. Stay tuned. We'll let you know what to expect the next few days coming up.
Happening now, thousands of firefighters continue battling the Pawnee Fire up in Lake County. It's now burned 13,000 acres and destroyed 22 structures. Mandatory evacuation orders are still in effect at this hour as crews try and make a fire break to stop those flames from spreading. The fire is now 17% contained.
In the North Valley, the Merced County Sheriff's Office is investigating a shooting in Stevenson. A man is in critical condition right now after they say he was shot there last night on Nylander Road. Deputies say 3 people, including the alleged shooter, are in custody this morning.
Today, friends and family members will be tying ribbons for the 17-year-old Fresno student who was shot in the head and critically injured. Nicholas Calls is a student at San Joaquin Memorial High School, and last night dozens packed inside the school's gym to send their thoughts and prayers. Calls is now on life support at CRMC after being shot Sunday during an attempted robbery in Fresno's Fig Garden neighborhood.
Something like this would happen to my friends and him, especially him.
The ribbon tying event will be held today in the same neighborhood where he was shot. It's happening at 10 o'clock.
Now to the South Valley, where a baby and an adult are in critical condition after being rescued from the Cahuilla River last night around 7:30 in Wood Lake, west of Road 212. Tulare County Sheriff's deputies tell us a family from Visalia was rafting on the river when a 7-month-old baby fell out of the raft and started to float downstream. A friend jumped in, found the baby, but they both had to be rescued.
In Visalia this morning, police are asking for your help to find a bike with sentimental value that was stolen right off a family's porch. Take a look. The Ziegler family security video caught this woman going right up to that bike, and you can see there she's just taking it right off their porch. Happened 2 weeks ago. They say the bike belonged to 11-year-old Scarlett. It was the last gift she received from her grandfather before he passed away, and the family now just wants the bike back.
If I got it back, I would probably cry a lot because it means just so much to me. Even if I wasn't in riding condition, if I still was like tiny pieces of it, I would still be happy because I could know that I was able to still have a piece of my grandpa back.
If you recognize the woman in this video or happen to see that bike, you're asked to call Crime Stoppers at 498-STOP.
Valley Children's Hospital is being honored as one of the best for kids in the entire country. U.S. News and World Report says the hospital leads the nation in 4 different specialties, and the hospital says it's an honor for the entire valley.
It belongs to every single family that has brought their children here since the inception of Valley Children's.
He says the rankings encourage the team at Valley Children's to do more for their patients and families.
The city of Fresno is inspecting housing and apartment rentals this morning. The mandatory inspections are part of an effort to crack down on slumlords. The city is looking for code and safety violations. Well, if you're looking for a job, Home Depot's hiring today. They're having a hiring event from 4 to 9 o'clock tonight at all Home Depot stores. Most of those jobs are full-time, and some positions include benefits. Applicants are encouraged to apply online if you are planning to go and before you go to the event today.